day begins and the sky is clear. We know Toasty's coming, bringing cheer. A friend with a smile, a heart that's bright. Everything feels better when he's in sight. Hey Toasty, hey, hello our friend. With you around, the fun won't end. A voice so warm, a laugh so true. Toasty, we're always glad to see you. With tales to spin and jokes to share, Toasty's the one who's always there. A clever mind and a spirit so kind. He's the friend that's one of a kind. Hey Toasty, hey, hello our friend. With you around, the fun won't end. A voice so warm, a laugh so true. Toasty, we're always glad to see you. With tales to spin and jokes to share, Toasty's the one who's always there. A clever mind and a spirit so kind. He's the friend that's one of a kind. Hey Toasty, hey, hello our friend. With you around, the fun won't end. A voice so warm, a laugh so true. Toasty, we're always glad to see you. From every moment to every new day, Toasty's the one who's always there. A friend to count on through thick and thin. It's always a joy when he walks in. Hey Toasty, hey, hello our friend. With you around, the fun won't end. A voice so warm, a laugh so true. Toasty, we're always glad to see you. Begins and the sky is clear. We know Toasty's coming, bringing cheer. A friend with a smile, a heart that's bright. Everything feels better when he's in sight. Hey Toasty, hey, hello our friend. With you around, the fun won't end. A voice so warm, a laugh so true. Toasty, we're always glad to see you. With tales to spin and jokes to share, Toasty's the one who's always there. A clever mind and a spirit so kind. He's the friend that's one of a kind. Hey Toasty, hey, hello our friend.
Hello! Now you can hear me. I didn't want you to hear me for no reason. Besides that, I didn't want you to hear me. It's lame. Yeah. It's me. You can't see the game at this moment. A little Let's Go Bake Teas Live. Little DnD action. Heck yeah, it's my sweet summer child, T-Mouse. Heck yeah, I'm live. We're going to be playing some Icewind Dale this lovely Thursday afternoon. How are you doing, my friend? Hey there, Cameron Cook. We're just about good to go live. I'm just tweeting in some final spots that we're good to go. Let's click on this to make it so you can see the game, though. This should work. Yeah. Whoop. Can you see it? Let's check. Oh yeah, you can. Sweet. There we go. You won't be able to hear the game for just a second longer. Sorry about that. Boom. We're good there. Yorgos. Yorgos is for a game that I'm playing with a friend. A D&D kind of game called Monster of the Week. It's a lot of fun. There we go. We did there. We did there. Chillin', my dude. Got home from... Ooh, where do you work? Love you too. Aw. Well, that's so sweet. I love you too. Think I already said that, but I'll say it again. What am I doing with my life? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Discord. Not Discord, X. So I dropped the links already. There's a lot of links for this one. Because that's my Discord. Did the Discord pop up? It did. It did it in a weird order. That doesn't help. Nightbot was having a bit of a thing when I dropped those. The links to the channels are in the description, though. I am not doing this multiplayer, even though technically we could be doing this multiplayer. But I'm just doing the single player. I did make my friends in this game, though, and they're all YouTubers. So I wanted to shout out their channels as we go through our adventure together. We have Koth, Possum, Dunstan, and let's see, Koth, Possum, Dunstan, Grog, and Bad Sad. I made all of them in this game, which you'll see in a second. We're just about good. There, I did X, I did Blue Sky. All I need to do is Facebook and I'm good. Are you Am I ticklish? Not really. Yeah, like one specific spot, but I don't like it. No, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Probably a shit ton of drugs. We can hear me loud and clear, awesome. And yes, just this last one. Boom. Okay. And then we'll do this. And now, you should be able to hear the game. Sounds kind of like a dungeon. Here.
Ready. Done.
Bad Sad said ready. So here's Bad Sad. He's our dwarven fighter right here. He's awesome. Grog's a barbarian, of course. Oh, God. Chillin'. And then we got Koth, which is our lovely swashbuckler. They are blue. Hold on, let me show you. They're blue because when Koth made a goblin rogue in D&D, he made it a blue rogue. And there you go. So now we have a blue rogue. And also, it matches Koth's voice perfectly.
Fine by me.
I always, whenever I do an impression of Koth's voice, I always do a high pitch like this. So, yeah. And then there's Possum, who's a mage. He's a wild mage, of course, because he's crazy. And here's me at the very end. I'm a druid, a night elf mohawk. Now it's time for our adventures. Where we're going to go, I don't know. This way. Yeah, we're going back to town. Because we finished that dungeon last time. So now all that we have left to do is to go to town. We'll explore town just a little bit just to see if there's anything we're missing. But I think we're good to go to the next area. Easy as goblin pie. Somebody pointed out last stream, I apologize, I forget who it was, by name, but goblin pie is a pun. And it's like, why would you make goblins into pie? Sounds terrible. But it's a fantasy thing, so I was like, okay, silly, haha. But no, it sounds like Goblin Pie. That's the joke. Tab's the button I want to hit. Okay. That's Grog. Grog's faster than all of us. But here we go. This is the Snowdrift Inn. I don't think we have anything to do here. Let's check my journal. We have done the missing caravan. No, it doesn't say that it's done, but it should be, because we collected the evidence. Hopefully we did, or else we have to go all the way back.
Easy as goblin.
Quimby, do you have a quest for us? Thanks again. We don't need to sleep at the moment. We're just running around. She doesn't, or they don't have a quest for us. We could rob this tavern, but we're not really bad people. In fact, we're all good. I should have made Koff evil, though. He's always making his characters in D&D games evil. Well, that's fine. Bad Sat's neutral good. Krog's chaotic good. Dunstan's neutral good. Koff's chaotic good. Possum's chaotic good. And I'm true neutral, baby.
Ready. Not a problem.
Mostly because I'd have to be.
Right then.
I have to be because I'm a druid. In this edition, druids had to be true neutral. But I'd say in real life I'm more of a neutral good. Just to go nerdy, let's go sell some shit. Do we have anything that's unidentified? This dagger. I do have the spell to identify it. Let's check. Possum, do you have any of your spells left for today? That'd be a no. I'd have to rest to memorize identify. Might be worth it though.
Not a problem.
I'd like to buy something. Let us sell these old axes and a short bow and a short sword. I wish there was a sell all function. Yeah, the caravan contract right there. We're good. Boom. Only 18 gold for all that nonsense. Flippin' nonsense. Let's keep this Morning Star. Let's see. Person who's good with a Morning Star has a Morning Star. Alright then. But you know what? I should have made Dunstan good with Morning Stars. I didn't realize. The Warhammer kind of sucks. But it's got... There's a lot of cleric-oriented Warhammers, so that's why we went with that. Nelliar! Welcome to the stream, my friend. I'll give you a shout-out. I need to make you in one of these games soon. The next one I do, I'll make you in. The next one that I can make characters in, I mean. Do. Selling shit is what I do. Selling all this useless stuff. Sell. Boo. Cruella de Vil. Ew, this winter wolf pelt, I think we can turn into something though, so we'll keep it for now. I think. Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember. So, can I identify you? Well, not here. Well, that's fine. You know, we have the ability to identify our own stuff. Here on the Taoist Toasty Dragon Show, we're fine. See, that's a 22 and a 26. If I remove this, it becomes a 20. It's literally the same as my bow, and I have no skill in the bow. Gosh darn. Well, in this edition, there's no such thing as, like, weapon finesse and using your dexterity. Otherwise, the short sword would be a heck of a lot better for Koth. But nope. It's fine. Let's get some more bullets. Just one more. I don't think he used enough to even justify. Koth did use a lot of arrows, though. That's not Koth, that's Grog. That's Koth. There you go. I gave them to frickin' Possum. Good grief. We should get some darts for Possum. Though. Possum used a frickin' crap ton of darts. Ooh, Ryan! I remember spending a lot of time re-rolling stats into a good starting set. That is exactly what we did with these characters, and it's also why we didn't start with character creation. It's been a lot of time. But, I mean, look at these monsters. I mean, this is all, like, average, but holy crap. These are the highest that you can go. I mean, not strength. I could technically have an 1800, but an 1880's not bad. I mean, Krog's kind of dumb and not the wisest person. But 1883, 1818, that is the highest you can go because he's a human, or the highest he can go. And then Dunstan, well, I mean, Dunstan's alright. Dunstan has a lot of stats that are sort of up there, which is kind of important because he's a cleric, so yeah. Especially in this edition, my cleric is basically a fighter with holy magic. So, yeah. I'd like the strength to be a little bit higher. The dex being a little bit higher wouldn't be painful, but he needed a lot of good stuff, especially that wisdom. He needed that wisdom in an 18. I'm not sure about charisma in second edition in general and specifically for clerics, so I don't know. God damn. This strength I'd like to be a little bit higher, but I couldn't get it that much higher because he's a halfling. But yeah, you see, just great stats all around. 2 18s, woo! Yeah, baby.
Good.
Okay. We should sleep at the end to identify the dagger. Off we go. Let me in. Let's make sure that we will, in fact, memorize identify. How are these spells? They're pretty good. I won't lie, they're not a bad spread of spells. Mages start so flippin' weak in this edition. Which is fine, they become like gods by the end of the game. But holy crap. You gotta work there, especially since, like, and it makes sense, right, that they would do this, but there's like different experience levels for stuff, and wizards require like the most experience, or some of the most experience, to level up. Look at this! Koth is already leveled up. And he will level up again by the time Possum levels up once. I don't personally like having different XP amounts for leveling class. It makes sense, logically speaking. Like, the amount of time that it takes to develop wizard skills is not the same as the amount of time that it takes to develop rogue skills, which is not to say that one is better than the other. It's just a different paradigm. Magic, particularly in this universe, is very complicated stuff to work out. That's why you have wizards dedicating their lives to studying things. Oh, but God, is it painful, because they don't really get good till later on. And it takes longer for them to get to the later on.
Ready.
If I had a party of 4, which is what a lot of people recommend, it wouldn't take as long, but I always like playing the 6-man party. I always did that in Baldur's Gate, and I like doing that because, like, one of my favorite things about the game is getting to know the other characters and stuff. Yes, you level up faster with a 4, but I feel like a 6 also lets you play around with stuff that you wouldn't normally, like some character things, because, like, it's hard when you only have 4 people. It's like, I really need these roles filled. 4 is kind of like the bare minimum to have, like, a solid unit. Once you have 6, you can play around a little bit. At least that's what I think. Let me just stay in the most basic room. Saves me money. Was just playing D&D session with ChatGPT as the GM for a narration and story, and using a virtual table called Fantasy Grounds to keep track of the map, stats, themes. Oh, that's really interesting. I do remember that you mentioning last time that you use AI to... There you go. It's a fire dagger +1? Holy crap, that's so cool. That's so cool. I could use it. I don't want to use it, but I could. Dunstan can't use it because he's a cleric and can't use bladed weapons. Let's see. So if I did that, what if I did this? God damn, the Thaku is worse, isn't it? Yeah, it's worse by 1. No matter which hand I do it in. But... oh, that makes sense, because it's a Thaku of +2, but I have a penalty of +3, because I'm not proficient in daggers. Therefore, it increases it by 1. So what if I did this? 21. That is an abysmal Thaku. I've already said Thaku, but I don't know how you're supposed to say that. I mean, it's like the chance to hit armor class 0. That's what the acronym stands for. I think Thaku makes sense. Thaku. But yeah, how did the AI do? Man, I probably should have just gone with daggers for Koth. But if I did, we'll go with a dagger. Okay, so that would be gone. So it'd be a 20 minus 2 would be an 18 to hit. That is crazy. The difference having proficiency does. I have 2-weapon fighting with Koth, but I think all that 2-weapon fighting does... let's see, it should tell me. No weapon style bonuses? Why not? Oh, because I'm not using a weapon style. I like that it tells you if you have that bonus kicked in or not. So adjust that. Just adjust my to hit with things. Alright, well, my to hit with 2 dual wielding's such garbage. But I think it's fine. At least early on. We're still pretty early. There we go. Thank you again. We should alter our spells. We'll do this one. It's fun to have. This is like a last-ditch effort kind of a thing, but it can do all sorts of different stuff. In theory.
I'm here.
I'd have to rest again to get the benefit of my new spell.
Easy
We
as
probably
goblin
should.
pie.
There we go. So looks like there's nothing in here.
Not a problem.
Talk to me, townsperson. First Hildriff, then you. Maybe there is some truth to you dwarves planning on an expedition to take back some of your old cities, eh? No, Hildriff and I being East Haven is just a coincidence. You don't need to play innocent with me, friend. I know you're looking to take back one of those gold-filled dwarven cities from those goblinoid bastards, aren't you? What, Lower Dorms Deep? Upper Dorms Deep? I am not familiar with those places. Where are they? Maybe you are fresh to those names. Here tell. Lower and Upper Dorns Deep were dwarven citadels that fell to the goblins a few hundred years ago. The dwarves were supposed to have an alliance with the elves, but it fell apart, and the orcs and the goblins ran rampant over the region. Probably some great treasures lying in those halls too, but I don't need to tell you that. Ah, I can try to get money out of her. Sure, why not? Hell's good enough risk for me. Here, I have a little nest egg stored up for just such a chance. Take it. If you dwarves take back Upper and Lower Dorns, we'll be waiting for your return. Alright, bye. Yeah, we got money. Holy shit. Random lady just gave me her money. This is like a fantasy equivalent of the Prince of Nigeria's scam. I like to buy something. The Andor's gem. Buy it from me. Thank you. Bye, nerd.
Is that all?
No, it is not all. Wintel's Tavern. Let's get drunk. Is there anybody here to talk to? Ray talked to Hildriff, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she told me about the expedition. Grisella will sell us ale, but I don't think she has a quest for us. Let's check that. Oh, she did, but we did it. Welcome back, dearie. What can I get for you? How about a drink? Give me your frickin' strongest stuff. I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. There we go. Strange lights have been flickering in the temple. Fine. I already knew that one. Frickin' nerd. Let's leave. Not even drunk, because I'm a frickin' dwarf. Eek. You sure have neat stuff. Thanks. I'm a great fisherman.
How can I help?
Sure
That
you
shall
are.
be done.
Someday I'm going to grow up to be an adventurer.
Ready.
Yep. We could get the wine for that guy, but I refuse to support his downward spiral. So we're just not going to do it. Let's see, that's Hrothgar. This is like the fisherman place and stuff. We did the Scrimshaw Shander. Yeah, we did that. You haven't been here, though. God, I love this game. I like this style of D&D. Though goodness is it more convoluted than it needs to be.
Is that all?
What of my elf talks, John?
I suppose I got some time to kill.
I am an elf, right? Half elf. Possums are elf. Okay.
What's it to be? Of
Doctor.
course.
You really had to run around this whole thing? Okay, nothing special for me. About me. Damn me! An elf! Thought these climbs would be too cold for your kind. Yet you are. 2 in as many days. 2 elves? There's another elf in town? There's some elf with an enchanted blade up at the Snowdrift Inn. Didn't catch his name. Aravan or something. Queer looking fellow. His name is Aravan, and he looks quite normal to me. Well, now, I don't mean any offense. Just speaking my mind is all. Sorry if it came out wrong. In the future, keep the few thoughts you possess to yourself. Now, farewell. I like how he'll just talk to me like I didn't
I'm
just
here.
insult him. I'm like, you're a frickin' moron.
Go.
Let's talk. Good day, I'm Charon. How may I help you? What do you do here, Charon? Me? Oh, nothing much. I manage this warehouse here for the fishmonger, Gaspar. I paid a sum to store scrimshaw and emergency food supplies here through the harsh winters. Well, certainly sounds like it would be important in a place like this. What does the rest of East Haven do? Well, most of them fish for knucklehead trout in Loch Denshire. I don't know how to pronounce that. How do you pronounce that, chat? You tell me. Also, if you're enjoying the stream and having her, I appreciate if you showed that sub button some love and you smack around the like button like it owes you money. Have you heard anything interesting in town lately? Yeah, well, spending as much time as I do in this stuffy old warehouse, I don't get to hear much gossip. If you really want to know what's going on in these parts, I suggest you buy a few rounds over at the Winter's Cradle Tavern. You'll find that drinking and spinning yarns are 2 of East Haven's favorite pastimes. Tavern. Alright, I'll try my luck. We got nothing from me here. Alright, looks like we've done everything that we can here. And there's a bunch of houses along this line, but I imagine it's just for townsfolk. Let's give it a shot, though.
Right.
I don't think I've ever explored them all, because I'm like, it's probably not important stuff. So maybe I am missing something. There's loot. Oh. Go get it.
Ready. Sure.
Wait a minute. Is there any traps? It's always important to check for that. Alright. There's a winter wolf pelt. Sure, don't mind if I... Yes, now I got 2 of them.
Right.
We totally just robbed that guy. They had it coming for being super racist.
Your command? Agreed.
What do you have to say to Grog? Yes, can I help you with something? Must take my leave. Now what if I talk to them with the halfling?
Righto.
Righto. Must take my leave. Okay. I think you can get multiple trout or maybe the Andor gems if if you talk to them with, like, the dwarf. That's a good thing to know. But you have to talk to them first.
Ready.
Like, let's test it.
Is that all?
Bam. 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 Oh, no. Nope, I can't. Just the one gem.
I'm here.
That's fair.
Go. Easy as goblin pie.
There is this guy, but this guy... We mentioned what he talks about last time. This person tells you the story about this barbarian king, and he thinks he's a moron because the barbarian king was visited by Tempus, the war god. And so the priest here thinks like that was a sign to this barbarian king that they were going to win the battle, and he should have fought the fight. But instead the barbarian king's like, I must sacrifice myself to save the world. So he sacrificed himself because the enemy army was summoning a bunch of demons. It was whack, yo.
Not a problem.
Well, you know what? We'll try talking with him, with Dunstan. Maybe Dunstan probably doesn't have a different thing to say to him. He forgot Dunstan. Dunstan's voice is just... Rawr, rawr. I love it, though. Let me out. I don't even know how this is possible. We leave this one house. Possums on the other side. Oh, that's so funny. I love these old games. Where are you, Dunstan? Ah. Turn undead, Dunstan. Here we go.
Hrothgar mentioned there were strangers in town. What is it you want? Yes, I am Everard. Everard of Tempus, battle priest of the Lord of Battles. What brings you here? War is but one of Tempus's aspects. Warriors, true warriors, worship him as well.
He's carrying the scars of... What do you mean by that? War is just one? Warriors worship him, but that's in war. I don't know, this guy's a nerd.
These eyes have seen battle, yes. And my skin bears the mark of swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here.
Why would you leave battle?
Because there are many ways one may serve one's god. I am of the Order of the Broken Blade. My duty is to watch this place.
Okay. Or the Broken Blade. They guard areas sacred to Tempest, correct?
Yes, were warriors. Wounded in battle, our injuries now keep us far from the front lines. Still, we are fit to guard holy sites to our Lord.
Okay. This is all
It is sacred to Tempus, yes. It marks the field where the barbarian Jared gave up his life ages ago. He lies encased in stone beneath this temple. Jared was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought unity to the northern tribes and led them to victory against the army of Ericon, at the cost of his life.
Ericon?
Once Ericon saw his army routed by Jared and the northern tribes, he sought to bring the Hells to his aid. Ericon opened a gate to the lower plains. I do not believe that. Jared did. It is said that Tempus himself appeared to Jared upon the battlefield, and Jared took that as a sign. Jared believed Tempus was calling him to sacrifice himself for his people to ensure victory. And so he cast his body into the portal, his blood fusing it to stone. It lies entombed beneath the temple to this day.
I just double checked. Doesn't seem like you guys can see the cursor. Now you can. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry that I didn't notice that sooner there, people. The cursor is like really fun. That's a weird way of wording it. Okay, but the truth is, this cursor is nostalgic for me, right? This one, because it's like the same in the Baldur's Gate games and stuff, so I like seeing it. And I want you guys to see it as well. You don't sound like you agree with Jared's choice.
Jared had no need to sacrifice himself. Tempest's appearance was a test of faith, proof Jared's people had already won the field that day. Jared failed his god and died a coward's death.
But Tempest is known to appear to warriors who can dictate the outcome of the battle, so perhaps Jared's death was not in vain.
One dies for Tempest with a blade in one's hand, not by martyring oneself within the embrace of infernal magics. Jared's duty was to stand with his comrades, not cast himself to his death when the field was already theirs.
Yeah, me thinks this is my interpretation of this character, what's happening here. This guy, like, he worships a warrior god, and the whole thing is like, you fight in battles. He was a warrior, he was in the front lines, he's been injured now, and now he can't be on the front lines anymore. He's kind of bitter about that. So it resonates with him, this whole story about Gerald, who, like, is fighting amongst his brothers, but then, like, sacrifice himself. So he, like, removes himself from the conflict. And that just really sits hard with Everard. I think he said his name, but now I don't remember. Strikes a sour note. He's like, no, I should be out there. I should be fighting with my brothers. But here I am. You know.
Sacrifice? Let me say this of sacrifice, young one. Then we shall speak of this no more. Sacrifice is a death that has meaning. When it is in vain, it is not sacrifice. It is a waste. That is the lesson of Jared Stone.
He called me a young one. But, like, I have an elf on the squad. I don't think the elf's younger than him. But this is not the elf character. I wonder if he probably would. But there's an emphasis there, so, like, even if you're clearly older than him, then maybe. And the stone is buried beneath the temple.
A great stone disc that holds Jared's corpse for eternity. And so I watch and guard it in Tempest's name.
Just take my leave. So that's what he told us about. Ah! How fascinating. I should be good on my spells.
That's all you need now.
Yep.
Yes?
Ah!
Ready.
Ready.
Alright, here we go.
Easy as goblin pie.
It's going to take a second because frickin' Possum's on the other side of the universe.
Right then.
Right. Yeah, well, we've explored everywhere and talked to everyone, basically. Let's go.
Ah, good. You've returned. What news of the caravan from Caer-Dineval?
I came across the caravan outside of town. It looked like it had been attacked some time ago by orcs. Tracked the orcs to nearby cave and paid them back for their butchery. The caravan supplies are safer than cave. Oh wait! I needed to go to... Oh, it was Pona. Never mind, we already talked to that nerd.
Strange. It is not usual for orcs to be so brazen as to attack caravans so close to town.
Yep.
I wonder if it is the anticipation of the coming winter that is driving their actions, or if it is something more.
It's something more, you dumb bastard, and you know it. You've lived here for years.
In any case, at least we can still retrieve the supplies, thanks to you. You've proven yourself to be quite capable. Glad you've decided to come along with us to Kaldahar.
I did not decide that. I'm just being dragged along. I'm
We
kidding,
still
I
have
did decide
preparations to
that.
make before we can depart for Kaldahar. Take this list of supplies to Pomab's Emporium across. While you're there,
Right.
you might outfit yourselves with whatever gear.
Very well. Ooh, we leveled up again. Dunstan leveled up this time. Sweet. Let's see. I have this set, I think, to max HP and level ups. Which is kind of excessive, but I won't lie. In this video game, which is like balanced hard D&D for like a harder system, I don't care. It's like a little thing to just like help you in these fights. Max HP and level up. Okay. Let's level up. Oh, excuse me. I should have 18 life after this. Yep. Alright. I can't put any points into my fighting styles. Gotcha. Then, done. Information. I don't think any of that stuff changed this time. So, what's like really weird to me about this system is when you're attacking with a weapon. Well, I guess it's this way with modern D&D too. Trying to think of how to describe it. So when you attack with a weapon in this system, it's the whole Thaco system. So the person attacking sets the DC, and then the person defending sets the modifier with their AC. So like a fighter trying to attack you maybe has a Thaco of 18. The person has an armor class of 1. So that means that my roll is modified with a +1, and therefore I can roll a 17 to hit. But saving throws are more like AC nowadays. So like I set what I need to roll for this. Dunstan only needs to roll a 10 to save against paralysis, poison, or death. But the person casting the spell sets the modifier. So like they may cast a spell that's a low level, so you get like a +2 or something to the roll, but like a high level spell you might have like a -5 or so forth. So it's just flip-flop. But now that I think about it, in modern D&D, the person who sets the difficulty for their spells, 5th edition for example, is the spellcaster sets the difficulty. Like your spellcasting DC might be 18, and then the person rolls against that 18 and they have the modifier. So the attacker sets the difficulty. My god. It makes more sense. But it's literally just this system, and it's just like kind of flip-flop. So I don't even know anymore. But like, okay, what makes it different though is in this system the spell sets the modifier. And modern D&D, it's literally your character sets the modifier. Off we go. Which I guess the practical result for that is like a rogue will have as easy of a time dodging a fireball as like a lightning bolt, or those are both the same level spell, but yeah. If it's all dexterity based dodging stuff, it'll be the same. But in this system, it's like the higher level spell will be harder to dodge. And that makes sense in this system too, because unlike in 5e, you don't upcast in this system. This is just the level that it's at. Let's see. Why didn't I level up? I'm very close. What did Dunstan? Oh, Dunstan also is the second lowest, though. So that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's
Is that
tough.
all?
It's funny. These characters are like level 2. They still don't have as much health as frickin' Grog has. Or Bad Sad. My god. He came to deliver a supply list. Be on your way. The expedition will be departing shortly. Be ashamed if they left without you. I think this guy means it because he's a jerk. He's like, get the hell away. I'm gonna like to buy some stuff from you, nerd. I don't actually. And I think we're good. Yeah, we just bought some things, so we're pretty good. I can use my strength for those throwing axes, which makes it really good. But they weigh so flippin' much. I'll worry about it later, but I want to get a crossbow for Bad Sad. But I guess the other thing is I can use my shield with that. Why do the throwing axes have to weigh so much, though? Such a shame. It's really dumb. Oh well. Beggars can't be choosers. I think we're good on stuff, yeah. But I only have 14 rounds of throwing axes.
Is that all?
Maybe I want some more. $19? Yeah, that works for me. There we go. Look at that. Jeez Louise.
I'm here. Watch me go.
Save the game.
Easy as goblin pie.
Easily as goblin pie. How are we on spells? I haven't picked the other spell to memorize. Will do. We will do another healing spell. Sounds good to me. Perfect. Do we need to... Nah.
Go.
We have the bulk of our spells. I don't think it's worth resting another night. Just for another cast of a Cure Light Wounds. Grog is so flippin' fast.
Done.
Makes sense though, he's a frickin' barbarian from Yamaha. I love Dunstan though. Bad Sad. Bad Sad's imitating Dunstan.
Easy
That's
as
funny.
goblin pie. There you are. All is set. The
Yes,
others
we're
are
all
assembling
ready.
as we speak. Are you ready to leave as well?
So it was that the Patchwork Militia set off from East Haven, bound for the troubled village of Kaldahar, with the party of strangers in tow. On travel across the windswept tundra of the dead, through the foothills of the spine of the world, and upwards on the steep and treacherous trails of the Kaldahar Pass.
Oh, heck yeah.
Eager to seek out the evil that threatened the pass, they did not expect it to find them first. High upon the cliffs of the pass, a band of frost giants had prepared an ambush. Hurling
Oh, shit.
boulders and dislodging massive outcroppings of rock and snow, the giants sparked an avalanche that thundered down the mountainside and crashed down upon the heads of the unsuspecting expedition.
You really should have been more expecting.
Those fortunate enough to survive the avalanche pulled themselves free of the mountain of snow and bodies that now barred the way back to East Haven.
Well, I guess we're not
Battered
going
and
back.
disheartened by the loss of their comrades, the survivors had little choice but to continue on to Kaldahar
Yep.
alone.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes, man. Just trying to make sure that you could hear the game, but I tuned in at a part that I couldn't hear. Merciful gods, you're lucky to be alive. Are you alright? Anything broken? Now, I want to give him kind of an old man voice, just 'cause he's a hermit. But a deep old man voice. Let's see. I'm old. Merciful gods, you're lucky to be alive. Are you alright? Anything broken? We seem to be in one piece. No, we're not alright. Half the damn mountain just fell on top of the expedition. That seems fitting. I know. I saw the whole thing. I was dozing off in my cave over yonder when I felt the ground beginning to shake, and I heard a rumble, something fierce. I stumbled outside just in time to see the avalanche come crashing down. It's a good thing you ran forward instead of back into the past like the others. Poor bastards. One thing's for sure, I'm not taking their bodies out from under there. They'll have to wait till the snows melt to receive a proper burial. We're touched by your concern for our fallen comrades. Do you, by chance, know the way to Kaldahar? Kaldahar? Why do you want to go to that miserable little burg? Nothing there but a big tree and a bunch of shacks and lean-tos. It's an eyesore if you ask me. There's been some trouble that's befallen town. We've come to lend whatever aid we can. Fool's errand. You're better off worrying about yourselves and leaving them townsfolk to deal with their own problems. We appreciate the advice. Now, do you know the way or not? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to point you in the right direction. Follow a trail east through the valley. Kaldahar lies just beyond the old mill. But you do well to keep your guard up. There's goblins everywhere between here and the town. Filthy little buggers. Ever since them townsfolk abandoned their farmsteads, they've been crawling all over the valley like they own the place.
Easy
Well,
as goblin
thanks.
pie.
It's as easy as goblin pie, my dude. I'm going to make them into a pie. I'm going to eat them. Goblins. The gerblins. Alright. Attack.
Speak your mind.
Okay, everyone else attack.
Be strong.
Okay.
How can I? Very well.
I'm listening. I'll get right on it. What's up?
What's up is the sky, bitch.
Ready.
Your command?
I'm here.
Dash and slash.
Do. Oh.
Yes.
I.
Yes.
this forth.
Definitely want to focus fire on that
I'm ready
archer.
to do adventuring and stuff.
Ready? Your doom is at hand.
Ready, as you wish.
Right.
Crap, now the wizard's under attack. Frickin'
Yeah,
A.
okay.
Speak your mind.
Kill that thing.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Frickin' possum, get out of my way.
I'm listening.
Attack that.
Ready.
How can I help?
What do you need now? I know the routine. Show me a target and I'll smash it.
You got shot by an arrow. God damn it. Said Dunstan. Dunstan doesn't seem hurt.
Ready.
Stop freaking attacking me.
I'm here.
Attack that guy.
Of course.
Got him. Possum killed him. Good job, Possum. Yeah, you freaking piece of shit.
What's up?
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff.
I'll wash me beard in your blood.
Oh, God. The martial classes dominate for a long time. My understanding, though, of D&D is that Gary Gygax really thought about the
Your command?
martial classes first. It's like, oh yeah, there's magic in this world, I guess, so there's wizards. And then just kind of added wizards.
Ready. Not a problem.
But really, his love
Yes.
I'm here.
was
Virgin.
martial classes. Which kind of makes sense to me.
Of course.
Let's adventure around. Let's see what's going on over here. Hopefully not get attacked by stuff. Okay. Let's run back. Okay. We got some more time in the shadows. Run! There's a lot of folks up this way. Run! Woo! We didn't get caught. That was scary. Hey, stoot! I can't spell slut. Yeah, skank. Hey, Craig. I spy something white. Yes, you do. I'm in the middle of Icewind Dale. But yeah, Craig, this is Icewind Dale. It's based off 2nd edition D&D. Though, I'm not sure if it was in the original. I want to say it was, which is why I thought the original might be like 3rd edition. I played a little bit of the original as an adult because I got a bunch of the games off GameStop when GameStop had their clever to realize it was you. Oh, yes. GameStop had their digital store, and on the digital store they had, what am I trying to say? They had a bundle of like Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights, Baldur's Gate, Temple of Elemental Evil. It was this RPG bundle, so I got that. So I played a little bit of Icewind Dale off that. And I want to say that they had a feature in that to change the rogue sneak attack to 3rd edition or 2nd edition. In general, I like this 3rd edition sneak attack more. What holds rogues back in 3rd edition is the fact that sneak attacks function as critical hits. And there's a lot of stuff that's immune to critical hits. Like undead, just immune to critical hits across the board. So, and it kind of makes sense in 3rd edition to make things immune to critical hits, because you can easily make characters that are crit gods, and like they crit on a 15. And you have to, like, it's cute though. It is. You could crit like on a 13. It's also why you had to like confirm crits. I mean, if you rolled a 13 and the attack wouldn't hit, then it's not critting. You'd have to get a 20 for that. But another thing that they did was that, like, if your only chance in hell to hit something was a 20, they made it so you had to crit confirm. I think you'd also have to crit confirm the 13, which is like, so you roll it and you hit, and now it's a critical. Then you have to roll again, and if that roll would hit the target, then it was actually critical. And if it wouldn't hit the target, then it was just a regular hit. That's kind of a hassle, to be honest. I'm glad that modern D&D doesn't have crit confirms. It's lame. There's gurgling archers! Gurgling archers!
I'm listening.
Get the other one. Ooh, at the same time. Dunstan with a critical hit! Only 12 damage. Bad Sad has reliably done 30 damage with his critical hits. That's nothing. Then again, that 12 damage would one-shot the poor wizards of our part. Possum with 6 HP! That's twice his health! Dunstan! Yeah, do better, Dunstan. Say, Toaster! Possum! You're both here! Speak of the devils! Possum, I made you in the game! And Dunstan, I made you in the game too. But you knew that, because you were here last time. Nice to see you, friend. Gonna shout both of you out. Possum, you are this lovely person right here. Right here.
Done and done.
I was debating making you a bard, but I made you a wild mage, because you are wild. We also needed magic. I'm in a game! You are! And here I am at the very end. I am a druid. I thought about being a ranger, but yeah. I thought about being a bard too. Bards aren't super great. Apparently in Icewind Dale, though, they buffed bards, so they were better. But I like being a druid. It's like my favorite. Here we go. Dunstan! Hey, Stretch. Sketch? Oh, hey, Sketch. Yeah, you're sketchy. And you know it.
Ready.
If you're happy and you know it, grab some arrows. And grab everything else too. Why can't I use those bows? Oh, because I'm grabbing those frickin' possum. I thought it was Cough. This is Cough. I try to have stuff that, like, suited the face. If I knew your face, or just suited your vibe. So, Bad Sad, we didn't have a bald person, because Bad Sad. So, profile picture is bald with the beard. So we did the best we could. But there's a helmet on this guy, so he's supposed to be bald. Grog's got his big beard, so there you go. Dunstan, I don't know what Dunstan looks like. Dunstan's image is a D. So that's why he's the shadow face. Cough also has an epic beard. I've seen a picture of Cough recently on his channel. I actually like that picture for him. Very fitting. And Possum, I don't know what you look like, Possum, but you have a poss. Your whole thing is a possum. So we had an animal head for you. And then there's me. The hair's a little bit long. I do like long hair. I like how long hair looks. I like how it looks on if it gets long enough on me, there's just that awkward stage, and it's never really gotten that long, because like it's such a hassle to take care of it once it starts to get longer, and it starts to just be uncomfortable for me. That chicken literally pushed me out of the way. You guys saw that? Is that a hate crime? Do you think that chicken pushed me out of the way because I'm a dwarf? No,
Yeah.
you back up a bit,
Oh,
me.
all right.
Which media? What media? Funny, you don't look Jewish. Frickin' Spaceballs. Howdy. Better buff bards. Exactly. But no, because like bards up into 5th edition were just new to just kind of suck. I think in 4th edition maybe. I had a Skald in 4th edition that I enjoyed, but I only played one session with them. But like definitely 2nd edition and 3rd edition bards were just known to be kind of lame. But apparently in this video game they knew that, and particularly the enhanced edition. So they buffed bards, and I guess they buffed all the like classes that were weak and not being used a lot like bards. So wizards have taken the short end of the stick, and wizards in this edition or this video game are just kind of meh. I don't know. You're still a frickin' wizard though. So
Not a problem.
now here they come for us. Let's just hang out here.
What's up?
Wait a
Right
minute.
here.
This is why I have ranged weapons, me fool.
Aye.
Shoot.
Your doom is at hand.
Okay. How do I cancel you to stop
I
doing
suppose I got
stuff?
some time to
What's
kill.
it to be?
Ready.
Because I don't want you to move
Easy as
any
goblin
further.
pie.
Okay, I guess we'll do this. Shoot him.
I'm here.
Wow. Bad Sad just staring at him
Speak
the
your mind.
entire freaking time. Oh, look at that. 2 critical misses.
Die.
17 slashing damage from Grug. That's not even a critical. That's just Grug's a freaking beast.
Aye.
Shoot him.
Dash and slash.
Dash and slash. That's Cuff. Very fitting for Cuff. Pencil, tablet, watercolor, crayon. Oh, I'm drawing. Oh, what medium? That's a good question. You're like. Well, you do color in your photos. Pen. Yeah, there we go. Craig here is also an artist. He's drawn some of my D&D characters, and it's cool.
Watch me go.
I wish I was better at art. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a comic book artist. And then I gave up on that dream because nobody could figure out what the frig my images were supposed to be like. But I should have just kept with it. It's a skill that you like learn and you develop and whatnot. But I didn't. It is what it
Easy as
is.
goblin pie.
Hi, buddy. Let's wait a second and then we'll shoot. Shoot him!
I know the routine. Show me a target and I'll smash it.
You didn't even get near me! God damn, the ranged weapons are strong. I never really played around with everyone having a ranged weapon. Which I should have. I've given my people ranged weapons before. But I usually just like have my fighters have them as backup. And then I usually have them wait until stuff gets closer. And then I smack them. But this is working really well.
Right then.
Turns out range is good.
I know the routine. Show me a target and I'll smash it.
Pause up.
I can
Run
do
back.
that with my eyes
Tactical
closed.
retreat, buddy. No, they're attacking Possum.
Ready.
Possum, they're attacking you. That's because you keep running in like a fool. Throw your darts at them.
I'm here.
There you go. None of us are really good at ranged weapons, but by our powers combined, we're okay. Cuff will actually be pretty decent with ranged, because his dexterity is a frickin' 19. If he was to use a sling, he would be even better, but I like short bows. And they do more damage than slings, I think. Let's double check. Short bow does a d6? Yeah, 1d6. And a bullet does 1d4 plus 1. So 2 to 5. That's not much of a difference. How would I be looking if I used bullets instead of the short bow? Oops, wrong character. The Thaco becomes a 19, and instead of a 20. We'll steal 1d4. How many attacks per round? 1 attack. I can't tell in this. It was easier to tell how many attacks a round I got. Oh, wait a minute. I can browse here. Number of attacks, 3. Possum now has 1. Cough has 1 attack per round. Two. The short bow is better for that. That is significantly better, because then it goes from 1d6 to 2d6 per round, as opposed to just 1d5 a round. Leroy Jenkins! 1d4 plus 1. Possum, your character has been that this entire time. You're just like, Leroy Jenkins! Running after people. You're a freaking wizard, Possum. Stop running after people. You're getting yourself killed. I just had this whole fiasco in the last fight where I'm like making you run in circles because a goblin's chasing after you. You have 6 health and an AC of 8. I think it's the worst of the party. It is. This is an addition you don't want a high number. It's like golf rules here. That's basically most of the time. No, he's a squirrel now. Wait, you aren't a kid anymore? The Leroy Kid. Leroy Jenkins. Yes. My god, it's silly. But Possum, you completely, kicked the butt of a bunch of... We got attacked by orcs and an ogre. And it was a scary fight for me. And I had you throw out... Because you're a wild mage. Whenever you cast spells, things go crazy. Or there's a chance. So I had you just use a basic chromatic orb. So you threw an orb at the ogre's face. But it exploded, and instead it slowed down all the orcs and the ogre. So they're moving at half speed, and it completely turned the fight in our advantage. Now, I could have gone easily another way. You could have slowed all of us down, and it's like, well, I guess that's GG. But that's how it goes with wild mages. I don't actually know what the wild mage is. Fourth Lake! Oh yeah, thank you so much there, Farts and Crap. If you're enjoying this and you haven't already, appreciate if you hit that shut up, me! Shut up, me! I'm talking to my chat right now, me! Oh, the timing on that was beautiful. But yes, if you're enjoying this stream and haven't already, appreciate if you show that sub and like button some love. Slap it around a little bit. Funny enough, I am an orb. You are? That's cool. Good luck. Thank you, Danjo. I'll give you a shout out. I think I shouted you out earlier there, Possum. Not that it's limited to one per whatever, but yeah. Yeah, I did when you came in. There you go. And at the start, and the links in the description because you're one of the characters featured in this game.
Yes?
There we go.
Not a problem.
It's a mild problem. Maybe. I like in this game, though, you just get the stuff that the characters are using. It's great. Even though that... Well, I guess we didn't get everything. We didn't get that guy's armor. That'd be cool. Hi, buddy. Attack.
Ready.
I want you here.
Speak your mind at
I
once.
want you here. And here.
Here they are.
Getting dark. Can't see what's
Oh shit! Possum's died! Run!
I'm here.
How can I help?
I'm listening.
Attack the people who are attacking him! That's it. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Dash and slash.
Possum, get the fuck out of here! Possum, don't die!
Your command?
Fuck him up, Grog! Fuck up the person who's trying to kill Possum!
I'm ready to do adventuring. Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Well, you're just going to have to live with it. Heal Possum! All of this would freaking batshit crazy.
Yes.
Oh. Attack.
Here they are.
There we go. Oh, I forgot. My heal wounds heals 8. So, 1 per customer. I make no guarantees. I can see that. I picked the perfect voice for you then, Possum. Listen to this. Uh-huh.
I can do that with my eyes closed.
Your character often just laughs maniacally. Here, I'll show you.
I can do that with my eyes closed.
Hey, there we go. Let's see.
Ready.
Cough, I want arrows for you. Grog, you're not Grog.
Speak your
You're
mind.
Grog. Arrows for you. Arrgh. Could I give me a bow? Let me see. No. Information. That didn't help. Kit description. That doesn't help. I don't think there's weapon proficiencies for the... There isn't. Though I don't think short bow would be on the list, but yeah. There's no weapon proficiency for races. Though I guess I'm just a half-elf, so I don't think I'd get it. But yeah. Accurate. That's why I had to go wild mage with you. You were just freaking wild. Arrgh. Alright, you start throwing stuff at these people up here.
I'm listening.
Ready?
Ratty.
I suppose I got some time to kill.
They're coming out of the woodwork.
Yes?
What's up? Yes, it's
God damn it! Stop attacking my freaking wizard! You're freaking assholes!
Now, what's it to be?
Possum, save your own life. What am I casting? Oh, god damn it! Stop dying me!
I'm ready to do adventuring. And I'm a busy man. I got places to go.
I can do that with my
monsters
eyes
to
closed.
kill.
Am I being shut up by this archer guy? I can't even tell. Things have gone to shit. Bless people.
Speak your mind.
I'm here.
Ready.
Please kill that archer guy.
Ready. With ease.
What did I do? I think your spell failed? Never mind. Oh, thank you. You got the thing. Yeah. Possum, your spell just exploded in your face. So there's that.
Yeah.
I do not know how I'm still alive versus this one goblin, but I'm holding my own. This is very scary for me. God damn.
How can I help?
Kill things.
What's up?
Speak your mind, then leave quickly.
I suppose I got some time to kill.
What's it to be?
Possum, you've almost died twice. You've been hit for like... Oh my god, it's so stressful. Stop dying on me, Possum. I know you said make no guarantees, but don't do it. Hit him.
What do you need now?
For you to attack these people. Thank you, Grog. Grog's our attacker.
Your mind will soon
See,
turn
I
toward
actually,
other amusements.
I was going to make Grog a wizard, there, Possum, but I had to make him our attacker because of Grog's quest. No! He died! No! God damn it! We're doing fine. Now we have to reload. This is why we save a lot, though. Okay, here we go. We got this.
Ready. Done.
No, don't move. Just
How can I help?
change your weapon.
Yes.
I'm here.
Your command?
Never attack.
I know the routine. Show me a target and I'll smash it.
Not a problem.
Yes? It shall be done.
Ready. Of course.
Ready.
Ready.
I want you
Speak your
to
mind.
attack frickin' Bad Sad, please. Hurrah.
Grant me strength.
I'm listening.
There we go.
I'm here.
This fight's already going so much better. We have no way of resurrecting Grog. That's why we reloaded. So I guess if we go to the temple, we may have been able to resurrect him in town. I don't know. Then he's losing out on juicy XP.
I got places to go, monsters to kill.
This went so much better. God damn it. D&D's just like that, though. I guess we were kind of rolling pretty bad last time. We still did pretty fine. I should have healed Grog when he was at half. It just felt like a waste, but it wouldn't have been. My health thing only heals 8, so it would have been the perfect time to do it. Okay.
Your command?
Inventory's full. God damn it. There you go. We have some levels, though. This is going to really help turn the rest of this into our favor. Let's level up. Bad Sat's going to be level 2, baby. I don't know what level 2 does for us. Thaco's 19. Number attacks is 1. Lower. I don't know what this does for me. Maybe one more Thaco? Nope, I have no idea. Maybe it's just health. I've learned recently that in these old editions of D&D, like 1st and 2nd, you didn't just keep getting health whenever you leveled up. You got health up to level 10, and then you stopped gaining health. Get him.
What's up? Yes.
Get that freaking archer.
Slash.
Not a problem.
I can do
Bless
that with
him.
my eyes closed.
Yes?
Is there anyone else who leveled up? I don't know.
Nice too.
Someone just leveled up. Grog leveled up. That makes sense. Did Grog need to level up? 2,000? Wonder why you didn't get 2,000 before. I don't know. Let's not question it.
Ready.
Perfect.
Speak your mind.
I need more bag slots. More bag sluts.
Ready.
Ba 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 ba. See, Grog leveled up. Yep. Level up. What did Grog get? Let's see, before we accept this, I can't just back out. Well, lame. I think it might just be the health that I'm getting. It's hard to tell. 18. God damn. Why? Oh, I'm using my longbow right now? Okay. 16. Holy shit. Frickin' Grog hits like a truck too. Very accurate and hits like a truck. He's our attacker. Grog attackers. Possum defenders. No, Possum does magic. And dies. But I will say this, Possum didn't actually die, it was Grog who died. There you go. Oh, this old graphics. I love them. This is the enhanced edition, which does up the resolution, it does up the fidelity, but it's not an intrusive way. This is like mostly what it looked like. You can tell the difference though. This is cleaner than the original, but yeah, this is very accurate. I like what they did with the enhanced edition's Beamdog. My only sad thing is that if you get the Dragon Spire DLC for Baldur's Gate, then it changes the UI for when you load into the game, and it's no longer the old school one. That makes me a bit sad. It's okay, the new one's clean, it looks fine. But I just don't have anything nostalgic for it. I wish you could go back and forth, and maybe you can with an option, I just don't know. I was not with the people, though, that were, like, hating on the game. Because it's like, they made changes. They added some characters, which are kind of hard to avoid, some of them. But, like, you have your first interaction with them, which is a little bit strange because it's fully voiced. I wouldn't have done that. I would have just kept it like they did in the original, which may be like 1 or 2 voiced things and then just unvoiced. Then I feel like it would have meshed better. But, like, besides your first interaction, you could just be like, get out of here, I don't want anything to do with you. And then they don't show up in your game. They're it's easy to avoid, and then the rest of it's just the same game. And people trashed on the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Editions because they're like, freaking developers added their own fanfic characters. Just get the original game and mod it instead. It's like, holy shit, people. This is fine. Like, okay, that's like a way that you can do it. It's just more of a hassle in a way. This is nice for people like us who are not as like us, I meant like me, who just, I have done mods, but I don't know. Technology is still hard for me to figure out. So it's nice, like, this is just in the tin, I get it, and then it runs on modern systems and it runs fine. And like, yeah. And other than, like, maybe those characters, they changed very little. They did that with Neverwinter Nights as well. And Icewind Dale. Like, they just did a really good job keeping things the same and just, like, making it so it runs on modern stuff. These are remasters. With Baldur's Gate being, like, the one exception where they added a few characters and then people freaked out over that for no reason. Looks like you're looting and pillaging this mill. Oh, I didn't read what he said. I'm sorry. I get so distracted with my tangent. I'm not pillaging the mill. Some of my men are, but what do you expect? We have no food, and we don't understand why we were called here. Called here? What do you mean? It's like gnawing in my stomach when I'm hungry. I must have eaten everything in this damn pass, and it won't let me be. Why can't I make it stop? Rag! Be a vet, make it end! Beautiful. So now we know that something's impacting them. And yeah, like, he tried to eat the dog. Damn. Should we let that goblin marshal live? I don't know. I'm technically neutral. Goblins are, like, evil leaning, particularly in this edition. They're, like, evil. I don't like the concept of evil races, though. I agree with that. But yes, in this edition, they're very much evil, generally. So, like, maybe we should kill them, but, like, these people are suffering. They're clearly not wanting to be here. Something else is going on. I won't kill them. Not that one. Ah!
I
stop frickin'.
I'll get right on it.
You're so gosh darn annoyed. Frickin' hate you goblins. Fuck you.
Here. Is that all?
Hi, Lenora. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, Dunstan. My gosh, Dunstan. Chill out a little bit, dude. Good. Good is good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I recently have rewatched the Super Amazing Wagon Adventure stream video that I made you a character in. It's very funny stuff. Alright, we'll talk to him with my druid, because I know what's up.
Right.
No, but
Me will smash your face.
why you make head hurt? Why you make Greg's head hurt, skinny people? Caught you a bad time. God damn it. Keep confusing possum for me.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll talk to him.
Me will smash your face.
Yeah. Oh, you here again? Head still hurts. Greg? Greg. I like how it is. It's Greg, but it's G-H-E-R-E-G. Gierig. Gather the red and purple frost berries that grow near hot springs. Mash them into a paste and eat them with boiled tundra grass. They'll make your head stop hurting. The remedy actually only works for ogres. That fix head? I give thanks. I go make head better now. Good luck, Craig. There we go.
Good.
Hopefully that'll make it so that ogre just doesn't attack people. See, in this edition of D&D in particular, but like, druids are always supposed to be, well, not always. They're supposed to be like the guardians of nature, though. So they're neutral. Which means a druid will help out a town with like maybe a cult situation or whatever. But then they'll protect the gnolls from like being overhunted by the town or whatever. I protect life. I leveled up. Possums steal away from leveling up. I don't get it. Like, I was also at 2,000. We should have just leveled up together. Everyone knows at 2,000, so that is a bit strange to me. Maybe it's because I only get the XPs for my kills. Probably not. It's probably just how it's divided up, and if it's odd, it probably divides it up randomly. Or like, you know, if it's odd, somebody's got to get a little bit less. So I guess that's probably what's happening. Dunstan's laughing. Good. Ooh, excuse me. So yeah, the sling only does one attack around. So like, yeah, I just feel like the short bow is better. I guess technically the short bow could whirl a 1 on its damage, but you're attacking twice, so you have a chance to do that 2 to 12 as opposed to just 2 to 5. So you'll go through ammunition slower with this thing, but the benefit that the halfling has to the sling isn't enough for me to want to use the sling unless I have to. Like if Cough was like a words are escaping me. If Cough was a cleric or something, then yeah. It's good to have all range attacks because you will find all types of good ammo. Yes, that's true too. It's good to have a diversity so you're not just all dipping into the same pot. Besides, I think they do different kinds of damage, which is super important in this. Like the bow, I'm pretty sure is piercing. It should tell me when I look at it. Missile. Okay, so it's missile damage. And this is missile. That's missile. The dart's missile too. It's the bullet missile? Never mind. The ranged attacks all at the moment, except maybe this warhammer. Yes. Oh, the hand axe I can use in melee for slashing, but if I throw it, it's missile damage. Oh gosh darn it. I can't get away with it with ranged weapons. I don't like that. I like how they do it in modern games where it's like piercing. And most of the ranged stuff is piercing, but you do have some exceptions, which I feel is more suited to real life. Not that there's a drastically different arrows, but yeah. So, should be keeping an eye on like the base stock on stuff. Let's level up, see what I get. That didn't change anything. I think all that I get for me is an additional spell per day, which is still pretty good. And the health, of course, and the health. Alright. What does Shillelagh do? So in this edition, instead of upcasting, whenever you cast a spell, it's automatically made more powerful depending on your level, depending of the spell. So it's a little bit more of a complicated system. I like it though. It means like your level 1 spells are like useful even end game, whereas in 5th edition you have less spell slots, which is like your spell slots go further in 5th edition because you can use them to cast any spell that you have memorized for that day, as opposed here, which I never liked this in the original games. You have to memorize the amount of casts that you want in a day. So that Shillelagh, piercing Broslin. That's who you need to draw next. Shillelagh. No, piercing Broslin. Shillelagh's hips don't lie. That's who you draw next. The club's enhancement. My strength sucks though, right? Yes. Shillelagh's not a good spell for me. That's the thing, like, and in this edition it didn't get a whole lot of use. 5th edition it doesn't get a whole lot of use either, but it's not terrible. The major downside to it is it's got your druid going in close for close combat, but it's still a lot better in 5th because it's a cantrip you can do at will, and it uses your spell attack modifier to hit things. Yeah, it's good. Ooh. Okay, save versus spell. Unmodified. Gotcha. Sun Scorch will be very useful coming up. But not right now. I want my unicorn horn. I guess I don't get that to next level. Maybe Entangled? God, I could have really used Entangled in that last fight.
Ready.
Crowd control. That's what I'll do. Hips don't lie, I'm starting to feel the shillelagh. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Shillelagh, shillelagh. Oh, I'm starting to feel it right. Do-do. Do-do-do. Okay, off we go. Wow, we've been streaming for just about 2 hours. Crazy. There's all sorts of frickin' people here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Command, forward.
Dunstan, cast that. Possum, cast something. This.
Yes. I suppose I got some time to die. On a killing spree.
Yes?
Oh gosh, darn, there's lots of stuff. What did you do, Possum? You like never do your spell, you always do something else, but what the heck did you do? Dizzy? Dizzy? You made... Possum, you made the goblin dizzy. Oh my god. Wild mages are ridiculous. I'm not even casting the spell that does random stuff. Your magic just never does what I want it to. Oh well.
Speak your mind.
It's time. Let's rage.
Aye.
There we go. We've been blessed. Toasty, oh god, yeah. Fight. Oh, this is scary. Mom, spaghetti.
How can I help?
Ready.
Ready. Ready.
Should be drunk, mate. You don't want to know. I don't want to know what. Did I clip my mic? I apologize if I did. I did change things. I'll check, just double check line. Hello! Hello! I don't know. Let's get into the red zone, but it should be fine. I'm paranoid though. Let me double check my sound. What? Okay. It just randomly, not that this would be the issue now. The issue now would be the mic being too loud. But like, frickin' yesterday it just randomly caused my mic to go to like super low. It's crazy. Here we go. And we're back. Oh my god, we're under attack by fools.
I'm listening.
I'm ready to do
We
adventuring.
need just
and
keep
stuff.
attacking stuff.
Yes?
Keep attacking stuff.
What's up?
Yeah.
Boom! God damn! Dunstan's become a powerhouse. Think that was Dunstan that killed him? Yes. But he did just use Divine Favor, which, let me check. +1 to hit and damage for every 3 levels. So that's just +1 to hit and damage for 2 rounds. Oh, heck yeah.
I'm here.
Speak your mind.
Bad Sad took some damage, but he's fine. 24 damage from Grog.
I
Holy
suppose I
shit.
got some time to kill. Really? Sure.
Alright.
How can I help?
Run them down, Grog.
I'll split you in two.
You too, Dunstan.
Aye.
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff.
What's it to be?
The Barbarian's Berserk is amazing. I think they changed it for this, though, because now that I mention it, and now that I know that they rebalanced some of the characters, I remember that the Barbarian's Rage caused exhaustion in like Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. I don't know if they were in 1.
Oh, monsters to kill!
There we go. Heck yeah. Woohoo! That was intense. Which is why I went with the Berserker over the Barbarian, because the penalties from the Barbarian's rage were always worse. In my opinion. But I don't know. This is pretty damn strong. It's just +4 to strength, constitution. There's a -2 penalty to armor class, but +2 bonus to saving throws on spells, and you're immune to charm, hold, fear base, stun, sleep, confusion, and level drain. Frick, I'm immune to backstab too, which is great.
I'm here.
Also, there's damage immunities from the frickin' Barbarian. What the fuck? No, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. Kit description. Yeah, at 11 level. So it caps at 15%. But yeah, 10% resistance to crushing, slashing, piercing, and missile damage. Oh, heck yeah.
Easy as goblin pie.
Okay, that used a lot of my resources. Which is fine. Maybe we want to rest here, though? Yeah, how are we on healing spells? I don't know.
Your command? Very well.
Not a problem.
Okay, surround the squishy wizards.
Ready.
Let freaking Grog pick up the arrows game. My goodness. We're very full on frickin' inventory space, though.
Yeah.
I'm listening. What's up?
Ready.
You start having to pull your weight, possum.
Suppose I got some time to kill.
God damn. I am overburdened by a lot. There we go. Possum can carry more than me. Possum's stronger than me.
Ready. Done.
I need to work out more. Oh my god, there's more stuff over here. I can't carry everything. My inventory is like super full, bros.
You really enjoy this, don't you?
I do. Don't you question me, fool. That was literally what I needed.
What's it to be? Done and done.
I'll tell you what's it to be. Can't carry
I'm ready to
anymore.
do adventuring and stuff.
We're like literally full up on our inventory now. Because I'm so weak. Do you even lift, bruh? No, apparently I don't. I've been lifting in real life and now I'm self-conscious. Why am I so weak? Oh. Let's sleep. Oh, well that worked. We didn't have a whole lot of healing stuff, so our people aren't really that restored. That's fine. So yeah, they were eating the frickin' bugs. Gross. Hello.
Speak your mind.
Bless me. I was going to say I was about to... Do these look like noodle arms to you? Check out these pythons. Yeah, they're small. Don't you pick on me! Ah, my neck. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I've had enough of this.
Oh, have you, Cuff? But the bugs are eating the frickin'... The bugs are eating the goblins, so I guess it's all fair. It's a good thing I have a helmet on my warriors, and that's averting the critical hits. The bad side just took 6 damage. As opposed to, who knows, like maybe 12 or something. Holy shit!
I suppose I got some time to kill.
Save his life! Holy fuck, what's happening over here?
That's fine, I guess.
Maybe they're just rolling really well against... Holy shit. Got pretty fucked up.
Ready.
Alright. Let's go tank mode.
How can I help?
Yes.
Keep on shooting.
Ready.
You do this one.
Flash.
See what happens.
Ready.
You died. Holy crap, everything exploded. 2 things died at once. I think, did we get 2 critical hits or no, just the one? That was for me. Good job, me.
I'm here.
Oh, Dunstan's getting
Your
hurt.
command?
Save Dunstan.
What do you need now?
I'm listening.
These giant beetles are scary. Oh my god. No! Dunstan, you died. Tactical retreat, bud. Heal yourself up. Stop killing my team! Thank you.
Easy as goblin.
God damn.
Is that all?
Magic arrows!
What's it to be?
Can't pick them up.
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff.
There we go. What are these magic arrows? The person who has the best lore, I think, is Possum. Let's check. 13 lore, 2 lore, 0 lore, 2 lore, 6 lore, 12 lore. Damn! I actually have decent lore, all things considered. But it's still not the best. And Possum's lore is still not enough to identify those arrows. Which I'm willing to bet are +1 arrows.
Ready.
But we don't know.
Is that
Tactical retreat. Headset is so slow now. His tank mode makes him move very slow, but he becomes a frickin' beast. It's like the opposite of raging, kind of, but not completely. Can't get as much mastery in weapons, but yeah, defensive stance. For 1 turn, which I do not know how long a turn is, it is way longer than a turn is in 5e though. 50% resistance to physical damage. So it just halves it. 2% +2 bonus to saving throws and a 50% movement rate. Yeah, so it's like a rage, but instead of upping damage at the cost of some survivability, I mean, you get more health, but you get hit more often. And you instead just become really hard to kill. Dwarven defenders are frickin' amazing.
Is that all?
Here we go. We gotta go back to town. We can't even collect all the loot. Hold on! There's a chicken!
Yeah. Nah, I don't think so. Just kidding.
Wait,
I'm
everyone.
here. Is that all?
I need to
I
talk to the
suppose I got
chicken.
some time to kill.
Chicken has nothing to say to me! Nothing to say to me! Lame. Let's run. No, wait a minute. Before we run two more, if we're not resting. Dunstan, do you have another healing spell? Cast that on Drow. Do you have any healing magic? Nope. We're out.
What's up?
7 people watching. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this bit of the Dragon's Treasure.
Ready.
Enjoying this video.
Not a problem.
And this will probably be the last time I say this in stream. Before whatever. But if you're enjoying the video and haven't already, you slap that like button around like it owes you money. And show that sub button some love. That's my Discord if you're not a part of it and want to be part of a cool community. That's my Blue Sky. So those are my social medias. All these characters in this game are all built around my YouTuber friends whose links are in various points in this stream, but also in the description for this. So here you go. My party is dumb. The AI in this game, oh boy. I love it though. But God, is it terrible. It was the 90s. This was the 2000s. I think this was literally 2000 was Icewind Dale. Let me double check that. To East Haven. Oh, we can't. Then fine.
Fighting their way through the goblin-infested valley of the past.
We've done chapter 1,
survivors
everyone.
of the doomed East Haven expedition at last came upon the small hamlet of Kuldahar. Nestled within the roots of a massive oak tree, the tiny cottages were a welcome sight for the weary travelers. As the party approached the town, a warm breeze blew over them, chasing away the chill of the frozen pass, and carrying with it the sweet scent of cooking fires.
All right. The spoken monologue went way faster than the words. That's fine.
Right then.
I knew you'd make it through. I just knew it. Who are you? How did you know I was coming? I'm Nate. Arundel said that help was on its way. I've been out here every day, keeping a lookout for you. Where's the rest of your army? Are you just the scouts or something? Who's Arundel? Arundel's my friend. He's the oldest and smartest person in the whole world. He can talk to you animals, you know. You should probably go see him. He'll be wanting to talk to you too. Why can't I talk to animals? What is the max level in Icewind Dale? I kind of want to know that now. Because I don't think your character's carried over. in Icewind Dale 1 and 2. Oh. There's a level cap of 30, is what it says in the wiki. Damn. Alright. Just responding to my friend real quick. Bam. There we go. Very well. Where can I find this window? What? That's not the one I clicked on, but it's the one that I clicked on, I guess. Okay. There's a place that I can stash my loot in here. I think it's the inn. Yes, I want to say it's the inn. Look at this. You wouldn't even know that we're like super far north and it's super cold right now. Let me in. Later, hose.
Is that all?
Okay. It's this one. I want to say.
I'm here.
I'm ready to do adventuring. Oh, all right.
No, it's not this one. Maybe it's this? It's locked.
Yes,
Well then unlock it, Koth.
of course.
Loot or loot? The second one.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure. I got the ring, which is important for a quest. Simple silver ring bears an inscription on the interior. Looks like the inscription was carved there by an expert silversmith. To the people of Kaldahar, should evening fall upon me, and my life be no more, I leave the evening shade to you. Please care for her as I did. Eden, last of the lineage of Cavalon. Oh, so this end was supposed to go to the people when this guy died. But it hasn't gone to the people, I think. Let's see, I want to look this up real quick. So, you say that, Possum, about the loot. And I did have a bard who got a loot for a loot. It was funny. Bam. No. Okay. Sweet. It says that it's fine to store stuff in here. So we shall store stuff.
Easy as goblin pie.
Bam. No, we don't want to throw it on the
I
ground.
suppose I got some time to kill.
We want you to
Fine
store
by
the
me.
white winter pelts here. And I think that's it for now,
Right then.
but that will help a lot.
then.
Right then, right then, right then. Right then. Let's talk to this nerd. Are you looking for a room, or do you just want to let the chill in? I got no rooms for stragglers. Show some coin, or I'll show you the door. Who are you? I'm Aldwin, and maybe the winter winds have frozen your ears. Do you want a room or not? My inn's the only inn in town, so don't even be thinking you'll find a better deal anywhere else. I'd watch your tongue, innkeeper. I'm not in the mood to quarrel with you. That's so. Well then, I got no time to sit here and bandy threats with you. Either state your business or get out of my inn, and take that stink from the road with you. This guy's kind of a douche. Also, his name isn't that guy's name, so I think he stole the inn from him. Maybe murdered him in his sleep and took it. So is this your inn? Well, I found a ring in one of the upper rooms that casts some doubt on that. Eh? What? This ring has an inscription on the inside that looks like the real claim to this inn. Why would you be the owner when this claim says different? Oh, so now you stoop to forcing your way into locked containers in people's houses, have you? Before you accuse me of doing anything wrong, maybe you should look to yourself. What are you doing breaking and entering? Oh, so you knew it was locked upstairs. No, I didn't know it was locked upstairs. Look, I don't need to explain any... You're right. I will take Aiden's ring to the elders in town and let them decide how to deal with this. Perhaps they could call on Aiden's shade with the ring and speak with him about this. Justice will be served. Look, hold on. Here's what happened. First off, I never laid a hand on Aiden, so Aiden is dead. Well, yeah, it's not my fault. I came into the inn one night after barely making my way through Calderhar's Pass, and there he is, lying on the floor of the inn, cold as stone. Now, I've been through the pass before, even talked with the old fool a bit, and I knew he didn't have any family. So what did you do with the body? Well, there have been some rumors of people messing, so I buried the body outside town, and then, well, I dug up some pen and ink and set up the claim. Granted, I stripped him of his belongings, and I should have thrown away that damn ring, but look, I'm not doing any harm. He didn't have any family, and this town needs an inn. So why did you do it? You probably won't be able to sell this place, you know? The storm season closes off the caravan routes too often to turn any profit. I know, it's just that... I don't know. I'm sick of traveling, and suddenly I got the urge to settle. Blame the halfling in me, I suppose. At least I didn't try to plant myself in some glorified mole burrow and smoke stink pipe weed until I die of boredom. Wow. But yeah, apparently in D&D, halflings get an adventuring streak in like their early 20s, and then when they're 30, they're like, I want to settle down. Interesting. The halflings are very inspired by hobbits, though. And honestly, in the first edition of D&D, the first book they wrote, they had hobbits, but then, like, they were given a cease and desist by the Lord of the Rings. I don't think it was Tolkien himself. I think Tolkien's estate did it. Anyways, so they changed Hobbit to Halfling. So my two options are like, it's good that you didn't hurt him. I can do the first option or the second option. Just like, I don't give a shit. Just give me a cheap price. Let's look. Aldwood, I'm just looking for a cheap place for the night. Or any other night I need to rest, and you're just looking for me to keep silent. Sounds like we can help each other out. No, we're mostly good adventurers, so we're probably going to do this lame first one. Well, it's good you didn't hurt Aiden. You shouldn't have hid the body and falsified the claim. There are people here that probably knew him and cared for him, and that would have liked to have paid their respects. Besides, as Aiden's ring states, the inn belongs to Kaldahar, not you. What you did was wrong. Yeah, well, before you start getting more preachy on me, seems that you need to stop your habit of breaking and entering. That stinks of a thief. But I reckon that puts us about at the same level. Fair enough. Nonetheless, I want to speak to the town elders and let them know what you've done. If you don't, I will speak with them. It will be worse for you in the long run. Look, maybe what's to keep me from getting out of town? Well, you won't get far. An avalanche has sealed off the pass. Plus, the raiders scouring the mountains. Just confess to the elders. Alright, damn it. I'll go talk to them now. Stop bothering me. Sweet, he confesses. We got a lot of experience for that. If it was just one person in the party, my god, we'd be leveling up a bunch. Good. Now I'm looking for a room. Now they're at a reasonable price, I think. I don't know. We should have checked what the prices were before we did that. But it's like, I got you, you son of a bitch. Let's see, what do I have? Do I still have the ring? No, I don't think so. I do. Weird. And lots of people leveled up. Koff has frickin' leveled up again. Jeez Louise, dude. Koff has leveled up twice. I guess Paulson has technically leveled up now, which makes sense. But gosh darn. Okay, Koff, let's level you up. No weapon proficiencies? Gosh darn. It's most fun to level up a thief, though, because consistently you're doing something for your level ups. So that's kind of nice. We get an additional attack. There we go. Let's see. Thaka reduced by 1. Lore increased by 3. Now we have to pick stuff. I think move silently is more important. Help unlocks is very important. This is find traps. You know what? Let's just get that to 50. Let's get some... I mean, we could be setting traps. Forget about that. Yeah, let's just do hide in shadows, that will help. Let's see.
I'm listening.
Yeah, I can set 1 trap. Which right now would do 2d8 plus 5 missile damage. Ooh. Oh, that's really good. But my set traps is so low. Yeah. It's not really the build we're going for rogue. Though you can only set like 1 trap a day. I know that eventually gets upped as you level up as a thief, but yeah. Oh, I forgot. I was wondering why I wasn't like doing sneak attack damage. Koff doesn't do sneak attacks, which is fine, because there's a lot of stuff that's just immune to sneak attacks, remember, in this edition. Well, I say that. I don't know. Maybe it would be different because this is technically second. So they just have to be immune to backstabs, which it seems some stuff is, like my barbarian is. But I don't know how that compares to 3rd edition. That's fine. Let's see, kit description. That's every 5 levels. We're only level 3, so I don't have that just yet. It's +1 to hit and damage every 5 levels. Not just yet. Swashbuckler is just like a more martial. It's like a fighter thief, but without it being a fighter thief. I don't know how it compares, honestly, because it keeps stacking these bonuses. I think it may overall be better, but I don't know. Can only specialize. I don't know what the benefits of a fighter thief is. Definitely levels up a lot quicker, though. Case 19. God damn. Oh, a lowered. Which means 21, 25. Yeah, I think that got lowered by 1. I don't know. That's a great level up, though. I couldn't put any points into fighting styles, though. I feel bad about that. Loot, loot, loot to loot. Oh.
Ready.
Let's level up. Possum, you leveled up. You get an additional mage spell. 6 hit points, and lore increased by 3. Yay! So that makes your lore, what, 16? Yep. Which is still the highest in the party, baby. You might be able to identify the +1 arrows now, but I don't think so. We'll see. Nope. That's fine.
I'm here.
How are you in darts? My god, 28. But the darts get 3 attacks around, as you can see. Which I think makes Possum have the most attacks per round. Yep, Bad Side only has 1 attack per round right now. Holy crap! Frickin'! And with a 2-handed weapon? Holy shit! Oh my god, Grog! You need to calm your tits. 3.5 attacks per round. Jesus. With a 2-handed weapon. I do have the 2-handed weapon style, though, and I upped that. So there is that going for it, but... Woo! Grog! I think that's gotta be the most. Koth has 2. Possum has 3, and I have 1. Yep. Grog has the most attacks at 3.5 attacks a round. Which maths out so you get 3 attacks 1 round, and the next round it gets 4. Just alternates like that. It's freaking absurd. Because like he's already doing the most damage in the party too, which we can double check. At 1d8 plus 4, he's doing a d10 plus 2 from proficiencies, plus 1 from style, and plus 4 from strength. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, plus 7. D10 plus 7, which, yeah, that maths out. That's only 3 to 6. That's 2d6. 1d3. And normally it's just 1d6 for Koth. And 1d4. Not only is he hitting the hardest with a single attack, he's attacking like 3 to 4 times a round. Jeez Louise.
Speak your mind.
Grog should have the highest kill count in the party. Let's see. Information. Badsat hasn't killed anything? Oh wait, this chapter. 22 kills in total. 35 kills in total. 12. 15. Possum has 8 kills. Good for Possum. And me with 9. At least I've gotten some kills. But damn.
Not a problem.
Yep. So we kind of did that in a sketchy way. That quest in the inn. You can suspect that he's up to something if you go to town first and talk to people. We just did it our own way. I'm so sorry it was not updating my messages. Lootception. Show some leg! Get out of my inn! I am so sorry. I thought people just weren't chatting. Oh, but yeah. Get out of my inn. By Sauron itself. Hello everyone. Hello Magoo. I want to shout you out now. There you go. Accept my shout out. Magoo's awesome. Variety gamer. Check him out if you haven't seen him. Later Toast, you gotta do some stuff before tonight's stream. You have a good one now. Sorry that I missed you saying goodbye. But here we go. I'll shout you out, my friend. Yes, a solo run on this game is lots of fun. It is. It would be fun to do this multiplayer, though. I'd love to do that. Should I get this or Neverwinter Nights? Alright, you have a good one too there, Dan Joe. Sorry I missed you leaving as well. Is this multiplayer as well? I thought you ignored us. Or thanks, mate, appreciate it. Yeah, I hate it when YouTube does that. I'm sorry. But yeah. This is multiplayer, Magoo. You play on PlayStation though, right? Hold on. Let me check. Is Icewind Dale on PlayStation? Wait a minute. You can't hear the game because I alt-tabbed out. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, I'll keep it in here so you can at least hear stuff. And then I'll look it up on my phone. Because the answer is yes, Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights, all multiplayer. However, there's a caveat to that.
We squander what little time we have standing here.
Oh, shut up, Grog. Oh, so it's part of the double feature of Planescape Torment and Icewind Dale. Okay, that's what it was trying to show me here. Bam. I'm looking this up for you there, Magoo. Okay, yes. And that's just what I thought I remembered. So Icewind Dale is on PlayStation. However, well, what you're telling me? I'm on PlayStation 5. Just found Mama Ark on Ark again. Don't get cookies. No! I'll give you cookies. Here you go. Cookies. Thank you. I could have just looked. But I was double checking to see if it's multiplayer. It's not multiplayer on PlayStation. So Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 isn't multiplayer on PlayStation. Icewind Dale isn't. Planescape isn't. However, Neverwinter Nights is. So, Neverwinter Nights is not only multiplayer, but cross-platform. I greatly enjoy Icewind Dale. I feel it controls fine. I don't know actually how it controls on PlayStation. I can't tell you that, Magoo. My brother liked how the Baldur's Gate games, which is the same engine. I'm talking Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. He liked how those played on PlayStation. So there is that. Neverwinter Nights is cross-platform though, so if you got it on PlayStation, we could play together, Magoo. Though, I feel like it's kind of expensive. If it's not on sale, it's like $40 or whatever. Which I feel Neverwinter Nights is like worth it, but like on PC it's 20. It's drastically different. So it's just kind of hard for me to justify that. Okay. Thanks for the cookies, of course. So are you streaming Ark tonight, or did you stream Ark? Apologize if I missed it. I do enjoy this game.
The vision speaks true. You are the heroes from my dreams.
What the heck? This guy's talking to me. I forgot about this guy. He's for the DLC. It's on sale right now. Funds are low, though. I understand that. I think it's cheaper. Well, I can't say that. The Icewind Dale bundle was like 20 bucks on sale. So I think it's probably the same. If you have to get one or the other, that's up to you. I'm not sure what you can do for the custom modules in Neverwinter Nights. It's kind of a hard choice. I'd probably lean Neverwinter Nights, though, myself, out of just having one. I greatly enjoy Icewind Dale for what it is, but it's more an action-focused dungeon crawler. Neverwinter Nights can be a dungeon crawler. It can be a story-focused RPG. It's just got a lot to it. And 3rd edition D&D, I just like a little bit more. I appreciate 2nd edition, and like the thing is, it's so different. Like I'll feel like in the mood for 2nd edition versus 3rd, but in general, 3rd edition I feel is like a cooler system to me. Just for some, like the little stuff, like characters just get a collection of skills. It's not locked to your classes as it is in 2nd edition. So like, it's not just rogues that can pick locks in like 3rd edition. And that's a bit of an overstatement, because like bards can do some of that and rangers can like sneak a little bit. But in general, yeah, it's like your rogues are the only ones like picking locks or disarming traps and stuff like that. And it means like you basically need a rogue or you're kind of screwed. You can cover it in spells in 2nd edition, but now you're using spell slots which you could be using for other things. It's just such a hassle. In 3rd edition, like, you could make it so your monk fulfills the same role as your rogue. So yeah. Thanks for the mention, mate. I'm right now. Just wanted to come in and say hi. Oh, you're streaming right now? Okay, thank you so much for dropping by. We could, man. But yeah, I would recommend Neverwinter, but also because we could play Neverwinter together. Now, if you had it on PC, we could play Icewind Dale together, because it is multiplayer, along with the Baldur's Gates. It's just the PlayStation version does it. Okay, this guy's talking to me. What are you talking about?
The vision is why I have come to this place. Tempas has guided me.
I thought it was Tempos, not Tempas, but whatever. So this guy is the DLC guy. Forgot about him.
This I cannot say. I know only that the storm of war darkens the skies of my homeland. My people are gathering in numbers greater than any have seen for generations.
Damn.
A king, both new and old, has risen to lead the tribes against the 10 towns. Already, the first snows of winter bear the dark stains of spilt blood.
Well, that sounds cool. Where's your homeland? Asking for a friend. Tell me about this old and new king.
Wolfdane is his name. He was a great warrior from an elder tribe who was slain in battle on the eve of last season.
Okay.
Now his body has returned from death's halls to lead my people once more as king.
What? So an undead is like, I'm your king now. I kind of wrecked my voice doing voice acting stuff for this. I didn't even go crazy with voice acting. This DLC is good. Don't know if you'll play it or not. We'll see, Dunstan. The stream actually did pretty well. I started off kind of slow. There's a little bit of a dip, but that's fine. As long as people are watching, I'm all good to keep on doing this. And I know that you enjoy this, and this is one of your favorites, so we'll definitely see. We'll have to get through this game first. So yeah, we'll go from there. He came back from the grave. What kind of undead monster?
His flesh is but a vessel, a borrowed tool. The spirit of the new king is much, much older than the form it now inhabits. It is said that the spirit of Jared governs his body. It is this claim that has fueled the fires of vengeance among my people.
Jared? Isn't he the barbarian here entombed beneath the Temple of
The
Issei?
same. You know our history well.
I do. I talked to him about it.
Now, after centuries of imprisonment, Jared's spirit is free and rallies the tribes once more in a common cause.
Gotcha. Don't remember now, but there is a good moment in the game to play the DLC. Maybe Google it. Oh, Google when's a good time to... It's not just the end of the game? Okay. Well, I will Google that then. Because if it's not just the end of the game, maybe we'll do it as part of our adventure. This Jared was such a great hero. Surely his cause must be just. So why are you here?
You must understand. I have read the signs. Tempas will not favor either side in the coming battles. Both my people and those of the towns shall be haunted by countless deaths without honor.
I see.
I have cast my spirit into the nether realm in search of a way to prevent what must not be. My vision quest led me here
That's me.
to find you. You are the answer I seek.
I see. So what can we do to help?
You must come to Hengoro, to the great mead hall where the tribes have gathered. You alone can forestall the war between our peoples.
Very well.
Although I am certain you are the heroes of my vision, I fear you are not yet strong enough for the task at hand.
Oh, well,
Go
you're a
forth
jerk.
and sharpen your skills upon the field of valor. When you've grown stronger, return here and we shall speak more.
See which route.
Not a problem.
Well, I guess we'll just adventure and we'll keep checking in with that guy. There's an old stone statue. In the memory of the Archduke Tubet. But wait, there's this guy. Run! Run! The vale's filled with Yetis. Try to outrun them, but two of them still chasing me. Run! Get help! That was a terrible voice. I was trying to do not just another high-pitched voice, and then I didn't want to just do a deep voice, so that I just did my voice. There's Yetis over here. I got this. Yeti's got nothing on me. Get out of my way, mate.
Ready.
How can I help?
I probably should just be shooting them, but it's fine. Holy shit! Don't die!
Watch me go.
Wait a minute.
I'll watch me beard children.
God damn, that was scary.
Right then.
We're fine, but holy shit. Holy shit.
Ready. Not a problem.
Is the DLC on PSN as well? Yes, it is on. Because the enhanced edition includes the DLC as well. You're getting the enhanced edition on PlayStation. They didn't release another DLC with this game, I think. Now let me double check that. Flip-flopping. I've checked a lot of stuff on the stream, I'll let it be. But as far as I know, because with the enhanced editions of Baldur's Gate, they've released another DLC for that. Not the second one. They released another DLC actually super recently. You would have to get this separate though for Neverwinter Nights. You get the base DLCs that were sold separately when the game was released, so that's cool, including a lot of premium modules. You get a lot of stuff with Neverwinters. It's also part of why I recommend that over Icewind Dale. Icewind Dale, good game, but what Neverwinter was as much... I'm trying to think how to describe it. Neverwinter came out when the internet was like really starting to be very commonplace, so they're playing with multiplayer. So what they did with Neverwinter is they made it so people could DM games. Like, you could make your own stuff. Neverwinter's not just the game. Neverwinter includes the engine that you can make your own custom stuff in. So you can make your own custom modules. And that's still really cool for that. There's a lot of really creative stuff that has come out of that. The base game itself, the base story was whatever. But there are some modules like the DLC modules, which you get for free. Yeah, but there's some stuff, there are some DLC modules for Neverwinter Nights that are not included. Just FYI, like Tyrants of the Moon Sea, like a pirate one I want to say, that you'd have to buy separately. But just the base game. And that's why I was kind of wondering how it works on PlayStation. Because on PC, like on Steam, where I have it, you can go to Steam Workshop and get additional modules for Neverwinter Nights. And whatever the fudge. On PlayStation, I don't know how that would work. Okay, we got Barry hurt. Here, let's rest up here. Is there a reason? We need to identify this thing. So let's go here. Possum should have, yay, additional spell per day, baby. What does this reflected image do? That's like a poor man's mirror image. It's just one. It's better than none, though. I have 2 healing spells, and that doesn't feel like enough. Oh no, do I get one more, or do I leave it with the bliss? Wait a minute! Dunstan leveled up. My base Thaku's 20. Let's check this out. Bam! Level 2 spells. Whoa! Dunstan has level 2 spells now? Heck yeah. So I guess because it was showing Thaku and things like that, it probably did adjust it in those other levels. I was like, all I got was hit points. So I was run. Dunstan with the trophy, thank you. There are mods on PSN now. There is. Just don't know how it works. I've been on the games that I've been doing, like Celesta, which also has custom modules. It's off mod.io, so maybe they do. It's a big draw to Neverwinter Nights, just so you know. The base module, the base story was kind of seen as whatever. Though the DLC for the base story was seen as okay. But the very basic one, like the one you start with, is serviceable. But it's served mostly as sort of like a demo for what you can do with their engine. I can attest, like, the custom modules are super cool. Like, there's one where you get to be a pirate, but yeah.
I'm here.
Guess it makes sense, though, that we have level 2 spells. We're a level freaking whatever. What the level is Dunstan? Dunstan's level 3. Yeah, level 3 priest cleric. Getting level 2 spells makes sense. Damn. Didn't realize clerics level up faster too. That doesn't make sense to me. Not just from a gameplay balance and from like a what the heck? From mechanics. I mean, I guess they're being bestowed their powers on their god by their god. But it seems like a cleric has to do a decent amount of studying of their religion in order to advance in their power. So them being quickly leveled doesn't make sense. And then from a power thing too. Frickin' Dunstan has access to level 2 stuff right now. Level 2 spells. It's crazy. Calling bonus, deity of the caster, spiritual hammer, springs and assistance, and magical hammer, which can use as a weapon for the duration spell. Hammer strikes as a magical weapon with a +1 for every 6 levels of the caster, up to maximum +3 at 13th level. The bone-based crushing damage inflicted when the hammer strikes an enemy is exactly the same as a normal warhammer. Unlike a normal warhammer, it can strike any target within the wielder's visual range. So you can throw hammers at people. Oh, that's great. And it lasts for a bit. So this is like Magic Stone, but on steroids. Alright. Fine traps isn't as useful for us. Hold person! Also packs like humanoid, which I guess it does in future edition D&D, but let's see. So that includes dwarves, elves, gnolls wouldn't be impacted in 5e, I'm pretty sure. So this includes more of the monstrous humanoids that are a different designation like 5e. Arc have, like Fallout 4 have. Yeah. They started last year, year the before. Dunstan's flexing. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, Chant is such a good spell. We're definitely getting that for sure. Then we can get Cure Moderate Wounds, which is good. We may only need the one for now. Aid. Gain the benefit of Bless, plus a D hit of HP. And this is not, well, it is temp. That's weird how it's worded. Because it's temp HP in an edition that didn't really have temp HP as a thing. So it's added on top of their health, but it's lost and can't be healed by other means. Okay. That makes sense. I don't think we need poison just yet. I don't think we're coming across poison things. This is a game definitely where you kind of have to meta a little bit. In order to make it so your characters will be strong enough to face what you're doing. Spiritual hammer will be good. Dunstan chunking a bunch of spiritual hammers at people. Heck yeah. That's one of each. That's okay. Armor of Faith is good. Yeah, I'll keep that for now. I'll just keep what we'll have. Makes sense to me. It is useful to stack multiples of the same spell, though, so you can cast it more than once. This edition also doesn't have spontaneous casting for clerics, which 3rd edition does. So you don't need to memorize your healing spells, which is super handy.
Is that all?
Yep. Looking for a room. Oh, I didn't read what he said before. Let's see. Oh, it's you again. What do you want this time? Yeah, of course we got space for such fine, upstanding travelers such as yourself. By the way, talked it over with other folks in town like you asked, and they're willing to let the whole aid and thing slide, as long as I take a percentage out of my profits to help the town. Damn warm-blooded vampires. Good, I like to rest them. Alright, we're pretty hurt. Yeah, let's rest in the noble. There we go. That was like shit health. But we got healing spells now. Let's do this. We probably should have memorized a little bit more healing. No, we'll be fine.
What's it to be?
What's it to be? Damn it. There we go. Frickin' finally. I can't give them to Calf because the inventory's full. Calf, why is your inventory full? You stop that nonsense. Maku. Taxes? We don't curse here. Oh no, taxes! I'm sorry, but you can't even escape from taxes in a fantasy game. Alright. Let's see. So now that I've done that, let's... God. I'll eventually get a lot of spells, but holy crap. Boom. Okay. Well, to meta a little bit, we're about to fight a lot of undead. But we have to get through an army of Yetis first, so maybe. But it's only 2d4 hit dice of creatures. Which probably would impact the Yetis, but maybe not. I have a feeling probably not, because Yetis just have like a lot of health. Maybe though. Yeah, just another one of that. Chromatic Orb is great. I'd like to have... Magic Missile. But that's okay. Magic Missile, technically, I think in this edition, functions like it does a little bit later in D&D, where you'd shoot more magic missiles as you level up. But in this game, you can only target one thing with a magic missile, so it makes it a little bit less useful. But then you're shooting like one person with like 5 magic missiles, and it does decent damage. So there's that. Well, this is lame. And Baldur's Gate in like 2nd edition, so like they tweaked this, and I'm not sure if it's for the enhanced edition. I don't think so. I think maybe they did this changes before, but don't quote me on this. It might be for the enhanced edition. Chromatic Orb at its highest level of effect in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I double checked this because like my Avenger Druid, which the Avenger Druid here also has Chromatic Orb. use Chromatic Orb a lot. It's because, like, at the highest level effect, yeah, it, like, instantly kills the target if they fail their save. It's great. However, like, Chromatic Orb as a low-level spell gives a decent modifier to resist it, and therefore, like, most of your high-level things are going to be able to just resist that effect no problem. Have you seen the game Sir Whoop-Ass? Yeah, I actually owned it, and I've done a stream on it with my friend, Stanley. Who, unfortunately, real-life stuff got in the way, so we don't stream anymore, but yeah, I hope he's doing well. In any case, yeah, I have heard of it. So here it just paralyzes, but it paralyzes for 13 rounds. It's actually kind of like a side grade. Honestly, it's probably a little bit better here, because here they don't get a modifier. Like, they're just rolling flat for their save versus spell. So that's a big thing, meaning that this effect's probably going to take place. Paralyzes for 13 rounds is freaking massive, actually. So it's probably a little bit better here. It may not be an instant kill, but a higher chance to paralyze for 13 rounds is freaking incredible. Bad Sad! Welcome to the stream. Hello, my beautiful friend. How are you, Bad Sad? You've been kicking a lot of butt in this stream. You did get hurt by some Yetis. You got pretty hurt. Grog died, though. Grog died to some goblins, so we had to reload. It was very sad. We thought Possum was going to die. Possum has 12 health now, which is great. But he kept on getting hit by goblins, and they kept on bringing him to 1 HP. So, doing good, great. Freaking fantastic. Have you started committed war crimes? We've been doing war crimes this entire time. I just realized Grog attacks 3.5 times a round, and he does like the most damage in the squad. So Grog is over here just... And he does have the most kills at this point. 36 and 1 kill. Do you have the kill? The other one? No, you don't. You have the second most kills with 22. Dunstan has 12. 15. Who got this other kill? 8. Oh, I killed the other Yeti! Haha! Good job, me! But yeah. Let's see. We're doing our spells right now. That's a good one for that. Boom, boom. That's fine. There we go. Oh, we're going to cast some healing magics, though. Heal. There we go.
It's not a problem.
Howdy. Yes. Looking... Yeah, now we're just looking to rest for the night. Done. We just slept for like 16 hours to get to full health. That's just how this edition was. I think you healed like 1 HP on an 8-hour night's rest, and that may be wrong. It's definitely not a lot. It's okay. I'm fine with that. It makes healing magic way more useful. In this edition, healing magic is also more consistently useful. Actually, I think it might just be flat out better. Because in like... No, it's not. But statistically, yes, it's better. I think. Okay, I'll show you what I mean. Cure Light Wounds in 5th edition is a D8 plus your Wisdom modifier. In this, it's just a flat D8. No, not even a D8, sorry. Here it's just a flat 8 hit points. You can't cast this at a higher level, but you don't need to because you get higher level versions of this. So this is 11. Here, moderate ones. Okay, whereas in 5th edition, if you were to cast Cure Wounds at a level 2, it'd be 2d8 plus Wisdom. Steel, there's a lot of options that actually end up being worse healing than this edition. But the adding the Wisdom modifier really swings things. It can make it so like your D4 healing from Healing Word actually heals a decent chunk because you add your Wisdom. Next thing you know, that 4 becomes a 7 instead. Or that 3 becomes a 7.
I've been expecting you for some time now.
Expecting us? You must be Aaron.
Yes, I am Arendelle, known to some as the Archdruid of Kuldahar. Though I invite you to dispense with the formalities and just call me Arendelle, plain and simple. Titles tend only to serve one's own vanity and aren't really of much use in this small mountain community.
That's fair. I do know you, Arendelle. Your voice is familiar. Though they probably only have like 3 voice actors. I kid, they actually have a lot of voices in this. You're the Archdruid. Very well. Tell me, Arendelle. Do you know if there are reports of disturbances in the mountains?
Yes. It was I who sent Hallister to East Haven for help. His death weighs heavily upon my conscience. For not only was he a student of mine, but he was also a friend and trusted companion.
No.
He will be missed, as will Hrothgar and the other members of your expedition.
Yeah, they died. They super died. You know of the avalanche?
Oh yes, I know. I also know that it was no accident. Someone or something did not want your party to reach Kuldahar alive.
I mean, that's true. It's giants. What's going around here, old man? Do you think you'd say that, Bad said? Spill your secrets. Yeah, a long time no see. Oh, sorry, Dunstan. My memories are off. Hey, Dunstan, how are you? Someone or something, I presume, is the reason he's in
There are
help.
malevolent forces at work in these mountains. Forces that seek to undermine the delicate balance we druids have struggled to preserve for centuries.
This game gives you so much memories of the good old days. Good memories from back in the days. I mean, good. Yeah, I like retro games for that. I understand, like, that can also give these games maybe a little bit of like a nostalgia filter. But I love old games. I love retro games. And they also do have their jink. I won't lie. There's just a lot of stuff where I'm frustrated, like at like a beat 'em up. I'm not just frustrated because like the enemies are tough. Most of the frustration comes from like the controls not doing what I'm wanting or so forth. So there is that about these old games. I feel like they had a lot of heart, which is nothing against developers nowadays. I think when developers are allowed to do their thing, like with indie games, games still have heart. I feel it's just like the AAA games where they're just focused on money now. It's like the CEOs are mostly in charge of the show. Those games are losing a bit of heart. Not all of them across the board, but yeah. That's good. Heck yeah. I'm going good, Magoo. Can't explain. Well, it's good that it's going good. You can, but you won't. Okay, then we won't have you say that. Wait a minute, you didn't say that. Okay. Look, why don't you cease your tedious ramblings? Our two choices are be nice or be rude as shit. Well, be nice. Malevolent forces? What are they?
The face of the evil remains hidden, but its presence is unmistakable. All about us, there are signs of its damaging influence on the balance. The unnatural weather, the recent rash of abductions, the numerous monster sightings in the pass.
I agree with you, Miku. And like in general, these Beamdog games, because Beamdog is actually the one that have done all these enhanced editions for this old stuff. Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. They've done a really good job. And yeah, most of the reviews are positive. But Baldur's Gate got a little bit reviewed bombed. I don't think that's fair. But there was hate in the Baldur's Gate Enhanced Editions. And there was a view of like, just get the original game and mod it. Just because they added their own characters to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Editions. They added 3 characters, which you might have to interact with once. And then you can ignore them. Out of the 3, one's completely skippable. And 2 are kind of in areas where you have to interact. But only 1 has like a fight attached to it. So it's like kind of a short dialogue. And then 1's like a fight. And then you can be like, I don't want you in my party. And then the game continues as normal. So it's very silly. See what you mean? But a lot, I feel, have a lot of heart. Yes. I agree with that. But yeah. Oh. Let's see, that's awesome. But yes, I'm happy that like you can play this game on PlayStation. It's freaking cool.
These all point towards something sinister. Even the animals sense something is amiss.
And like the other thing is like besides those characters that they added, they have kept things remarkably the same. Just with like some quality of life enhancements. Maybe. Like they haven't done a whole lot with that either. They've kept stuff just the same and made it so it runs on stuff. Like, I know there's been some balancing in Icewind Dale, but I'm not sure if they did that in the original game or the enhanced edition first or whatever, but that's kind of splitting hairs. But it's like just the same game, just on modern systems. They did a really good job with these. Well, modern games spoiled us. Sometimes it's really hard to go back to old games. I love retro games, but I prefer to leave them alone in my memories. I get that, yeah. I mean, this game still holds up. I mean, yeah, the AI is kind of silly and you'll run into yourself, but it still holds up. This is still a lot of fun. And I feel like that way about a lot of retro games, even removing my nostalgia glasses. And to be honest, the issues that I have with them now are the same issues that I had with them as a kid. I was always getting frustrated at, say, like, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat 'em up, even though I really enjoyed Hyperstone Heist, and I still do. I was constantly getting frustrated with a kid. It's like, why can't I just hit a button to grab? What the heck? It's lame. So there is that. Tell me about the disturbances.
I can only tell you of what little I know. Which disturbances would you have me speak of?
Unnatural weather.
The weather in these mountains has always been harsh, but never like this. Fierce storms ravage the valley without warning, often lasting for several days at a time, before vanishing as quickly as they come. It is barely midway into leafall, and yet the pass to the south has been snowed in entirely. Weather such as this is most unnatural. Nature presents itself in cycles that are predictable by those who know what to look for.
Yes. I know what balance. If I talked to him with my druid character, we'd have a special interaction for that, but yeah. Tell me more.
I can only tell. Oh, yes. Terrible, terrible.
Miku.
At first,
Yes.
there were tales told by travelers of companions disappearing into the night, snatched up from their bedrolls as they camped along the narrow trail that winds through the pass. We did not think much of these tales, for such occurrences are not unheard of in these mountains. Then one night, Conman's boy, Sheemish, went missing. The next morning, the whole town searched for the boy, but turned up nothing. He was just gone, vanished, without a trace.
That is strange.
The boy was just the first. Several nights later, another disappeared. Megan Potts, the local midwife. Her husband, Khalil, was grief-stricken to the point of madness. With barely a word to anyone, he snatched up his sword and marched off into the darkness after his wife. No one has heard from him since.
Yeah, he's probably super dead.
And now, the abductions are occurring more frequently. Iden, the old innkeeper from the Evening Shade, was taken only 3 days ago.
Oh, he's Iden, not Eden, I think is what I was pronouncing it. Tell me more.
I can only tell you of what...
Tell me
As I'm
what
sure
else
you have
you've
noticed by now, there seems to be quite a few goblins about. It is not usual to see so many of their kind roaming the mountains so late in the year. It is almost as something has drawn them out of their holes, like carrion birds drawn to the scent of death. As if the goblins weren't enough, several giants have been spotted moving through the pass in groups as large as 10.
That is a lot of giants.
That many giants traveling together in such numbers indicates they are organized and are acting with a singular purpose. I have watched their activities closely. Their tracks trace a deliberate pattern through the mountains, almost as if they were on patrol. Another thing, while I was out scouting the giants, I discovered other sets of tracks I have never encountered before. What manner of beast made them? I could not say.
Okay. We know the balance, but we'll ask
The
the one.
balance. It is what the druids of Kuldahar hold sacred and have worked to preserve for generations. It is all around us. It is us.
Okay.
Balance is the harmony that is achieved when man and nature learn to coexist, no longer contending with one another, but coming together as two parts of a whole.
Yes. I see.
I
So what do
fear
we
that
do
if we do not soon discover the source of these disturbances, then all that we have worked for will be destroyed. The evil that has come to these mountains infects this town like a disease. As its people suffer, so does the tree suffer from the sickness that attacks the balance, corrupting it with its very presence. Already, the circle of warmth that radiates from the great oak has begun to recede.
Oh no.
We were forced to abandon the outlying farmsteads as a result of the shrine's fading power. If we do not take action soon, I am afraid that the life-giving warmth will cease altogether. Both the great oak and the town, nestled within its roots, will die. This must not happen. We need your help.
Very well. Together we shall root out this evil. What
I
must we
suggest
do?
you begin by investigating the Vale of Shadows. It is a place not far from here. Darkness has always clung to the floor of the small canyon, as if the light of the sun itself were wary of the place.
Damn.
There are a number of ancient crypts hidden within the shadows of the Vale's narrow cliff walls. There have been rumors of the dead awakening and emerging from their dusty tombs to walk once more amongst men.
My feeling about this story, I know this isn't Wizard of the Coast like first video game. I feel this was like more direct involvement from them. That might not be true, but why I feel that way is like this just feels like a advertisement for D&D, and I don't mean that in a bad way. But the story feels very, like, typical adventurers. Like, you're adventurers, you're saving this town, or whatever. Like, the way Hrothgar talked. It just seems like a sales pitch for, like, D&D. I like it for that. But it kind of, like, distills down the essence of, like, what D&D is. But it's just a very different tone than, like, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. Am I just not seeing chat messages again?
And I suspect that whatever is responsible for disturbing their slumber may be behind the other disturbances as well.
Gotcha.
Go to the Vale of Shadows. Learn what you can about the happenings there, then return here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck, and farewell.
Thank you. I want to talk to him with my druid to see if we get different dialogue stuff.
I'm ready to do adventuring. And I got
So,
you.
Please, you must make haste. Time works again.
Yes.
Balance is the belief that this town is built upon, the very reason for its existence. Druids of Sylvanus, the Oak Father, have tended this shrine since the beginning. For hundreds of years, we have striven to achieve the ideal balance between man and nature. When
Yes.
settlers finally came to this pass, it was the Archdruid Tolban, my predecessor, who laid the foundation for the relationship that led to the birth of this community.
There you go.
I suggest you
Try
begin.
again.
If they go to the Vale of Shadows,
Never mind.
learn what you can
No
about the
special
happenings
stuff
there,
for
then
my
return
druid.
here and we shall discuss a course of action. Good luck and farewell.
Good luck to you too, nerd. Okay, are we all level, at least level 2 now? Level 2, level 2, level 3, level 3, level 2, and level 2. We are all at least level 2. So that's cool. We just saved the game, but we'll save it again just to make sure everything's copacetic. And we are going to call this stream here. I wanted to say this earlier. I have plans to record an episode with a friend. I'm going to try to play some Golf It with Glibwings. And we were supposed to start at 7. We're about a half an hour past that. But just the way things felt like. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to call this one here. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed this bit of the Dragon's Treasure. If you haven't already, slap that like button like it owes you money. Show that sub button some love. Tickle the notification bell. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Stay beautiful.